Greetings, this is Jazz. In my previous top 5, I told you I'd deliver a top 5 based entirely on your suggestions. There were a ton of comments, and a few I'll probably do in the future, but this week is a top 5 on the greatest third-person games of all time. It was a guy called Battlefield Wins 23 who set this video up. So thanks for your comment, and let's get this thing started. At number 5, Assassin's Creed 2. This game had it all lined up, from a complex and interesting story to tight gameplay mechanics and a ton of ways to slay your enemies. Never has a game tackled free running mechanics as well as Creed. Assassin's Creed captured everything I wanted it to, apart from the fact that you're able to take on whole battalions of guards who wait their turn before attacking you. But other than that, Creed deserves its spot as one of the finest third-person games ever made. At number 4, the Grand Theft Auto series. Over the years, the GTA games have truly defined the way sandbox games are made. Rockstar are the king of sandbox games without question. San Andreas took on everything a gamer wanted. It was a ridiculous amount of fun, but even then I enjoyed Vice City just as much. Tommy Vercetti and Lance Vance, hell yeah. GTA 4 was when I think fans felt it lost a little too much. I feel one of the biggest mistakes was to take away the planes and fighter jets, as well as base the game in Liberty City. San Andreas held countryside, Las Vegas, ghettos and everything else in between, and this needs to be addressed upon their next release. So at number 3 is Red Dead Redemption. Now this is all about personal preference if you're comparing Red Dead to Grand Theft Auto. Again, Rockstar gave us a vast amount of map and variety. You had snow, mountains, Mexico, awesome plains, buffaloes, bears, from poker to chasing down your bounty. This is the Wild West. The story was somewhat inconsistent, with crazy missions followed somewhat by simple tasks set out by ranchers, but that's okay. I love the way the game settled down and led you into its fantastic ending. John Marston is a great character, and this is a great technical game, with top-notch shooting mechanics and physics, not to mention one of the best online experiences of all time. At number 2, it's Uncharted 2. With a third game coming this November, this list could be subject to change. However, Uncharted not only had every section spot on, but I felt that they had it perfect.
Run for it!
Nathan Drake, voiced by Nolan North, is again an amazing character, but backed up with the game's movie and cinematic style. The multiplayer was also a great addition, which is a blast to play like the game itself, and its graphics were also top-notch. Taken into account a great storyline and characters, huge attention to detail, great platforming and wicked shooting moments, this game is a perfect 10 all round. But finally at number 1. Anyone that knows me knows that the Metal Gear Solid franchise are simply my favourite games of all time. I'm not even going into story because I could be here for 2 hours explaining it to you. But with all games combined, the story and great amount of detail allows the game to compete with a movie, and with what the game's given me, I'd say it does better. But on to the gameplay. Metal Gear 1 had some truly epic and memorable boss battles. The rest took stealth to a whole new level, with its camouflage and new stealth mechanics. MGS4 took graphics and every other aspect beyond that, with so many innovative ways to get to your objective and kill your enemies. It's really hard to sum up what Metal Gear is all about. It would take 10 minutes just to go over the multiplayer, which I spent hundreds of hours playing. So this has been Friday's Top 5. A few honourable mentions go out to Tomb Raider, Gears of War and Resident Evil. This has been Jazz for Jazz Reviews, and thank you very much for watching. And you know what? From now on, you decide what my top 5s will be. Every single Friday, you decide with your comments what the next video will be that Friday after. And as always, I'll call up your name in the video, such as Battlefield Guy, for his great input. So throw your top 5 suggestions below, and I'll see you guys next Friday.